Okay, wonderful morning, afternoon, evening to all. Thank you for joining in. Today is the 69th session, and the topic is digitization and automation. Awesome topic. We know what has been going through across the globe, especially during this pandemic. We have amazing speaker, and let's see more on this in coming few minutes. Thank you for registering here and being here on time with us. Few things about NLG. So it is Networking and Learning Group, founded by Jason Abraham and myself, Sushma Priju Bablani. Jason is supply chain professional, a storyteller, speaker, networking expert, Canva evangelist, and value content creator. He has done amazing episodes with stories and with amazing speakers, letting us know about their journey towards where they are now. He's an avid listener and on a mission to connect with 100,000 souls before end of this year. Myself, Sushma, I'm an HR professional and NLP master practitioner. I'm a coach and I love coaching, passionate about human touch, create impact and positive difference by unleashing the potential that we all have within ourselves. We have pillars of NLG, the work you see in front of the screen, there is much going on behind the scene. And there comes the team who is Thakiuddin Theparambil. He's a QHSE professional, entrepreneurship enthusiast, MBA in HR and MSc in biotechnology. We have another gentleman, Anil Kunaku. He's an HR professional, NLP master practitioner, coach, a mentor, Toastmaster, and he energizes our mood with his AK thoughts every morning in our group, NLG. He's a career guide and associated with Singapore-based university to mentor students as well. What is NLG Group and why do we exist? It is a group that helps to network, learn, and share knowledge with each other. If you want to share your views, your experiences with us, then do let us know and you can be the speaker on this platform soon. We have two verticals with NLG. One is NLG League, which is all about learning, sharing queries from any part of our lives so that we can help each other. And NLG Careers is about job sharing and job search strategy. We are present on Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Telegram, and LinkedIn. You may join our groups. I'll be sharing the links in the chat box soon. Today, we will miss Jason because he's at work. He had to attend to something urgent, so he'll not be available today. But I'm here and we all are here together. Certain rules to follow. Please mute your audio when speaker is talking, and you can unmute when you are asked to so that audience and speaker both are not disturbed. You can use your chat box for comments, questions, likes, reaction buttons. You may raise your hand to ask any query, and questions will be addressed at the end. You may take some notes or screenshots as you like. These are some of the sessions that we had done before. Since past 1.5 years, we had been doing amazing sessions with wonderful speakers across the globe. And that has been a wonderful journey till now. We have completed 68 sessions and today is 69. We also had interview conference in beginning of this year with amazing panel. And let's see who is a speaker today. Our speaker today is Mumtaz Qazi. She's an experienced analyst. She's an entrepreneur, expert in information systems and management. She's a very big self-motivator. She applauds her creativity, positive energy, and her can-do attitude is the biggest asset. She's very proactive and innovative solutionist. And I love that last line, especially innovative solutionist. So thank you very much for being here with us, Mumtaz, and over to you. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma, for having me today for the session and for arranging it. It's really, really appreciated. Hi, everyone. My name is Mumtaz. As Sushma has already introduced, that's really nice. So, can you all see my screen? Yeah, okay, that's great. So I'm the founder of iDigitize. Recently started this company of iDigitize, so and especially during the pandemic. So this pandemic, when this pandemic hit, everyone, all the organizations and everyone started to rethink and reimagine the business processes. Okay, like how are they going to go ahead with it? What are they going to do when the lockdown took place? Oh, how are we going to work from home? As the first thing that everyone started that started coming into the minds, right? How are we going to do the coordination? What is going to happen in the warehouse? What is going to happen with this? How are we going to check our sales? How are we going to meet our targets? So all those things were going on in everyone's mind, and everyone started rethinking and reimagining their processes and how they are going to work. And that's when the technology actually really went ahead. Like what was going to happen in another 4 to 5 years just came into being in the last 1 year. Don't you guys feel that the technology has really advanced after the pandemic has hit us? Like people
Yes.
started to get to know, okay, how to use Teams, how to do virtual meetings. Earlier, like, no, we cannot do virtual meetings. It will not be that effective. It will not be that efficient. People will not attend properly. All those things were coming into everyone's mind, right? But look at us now. Look at us now, where we are right now. We are even holding virtual conferences, virtual sessions right now. We can it has opened up everyone's mind now, right? Like you can hold the conferences, you can hold the meetings, you can reach out to people who are even abroad. No need to spend so much just to go and do meetings abroad, go and meet clients who are abroad, right? People are saving so much of money right now because no one thought, okay, that you can actually have an effective and efficient meeting with your client who is sitting in the US or USA, sorry, in US or UK or anywhere else, right? But that is so thinking of everyone has actually changed a lot, right? So that's when we thought about, okay, fine, let's have a digitization company wherein we can help and guide people. We can create smart, innovative, and creative solutions to help the people use the technology, use the tools to reach the next level. So that's the part that we actually play into. And we are the ones who make sure that the people understand the right technology that needs to be used. It's not really necessary, that the to improve a particular process or to automate a particular task or something, you need high-fi technology or high-fi tools. You have to invest like millions of dirhams, millions of dollars just to reach there. No, we make sure that we sit with you guys, we sit with our clients, we understand your requirements, what it is exactly, and we give you the right solution. Sometimes the tool is already available with you. We have even provided solution to our clients using simple Office 365 tools. Not necessarily that you need to build a hi-fi software or hi-fi tool just to reach that solution. So simplicity also is very much important. You have to think out of the box, yes, but you also have to make sure that you look at what you have right now. Can your process be automated? Can your process be changed just with the tools that you currently have? What's in your box right now? What if suppose what's in your box you cannot use that, then yes, think something outside. What other tools that you can use? You not necessarily have to spend like tons of dirhams and tons of dollars just to automate your solutions, right? So we actually pride ourselves in this particular area wherein we make sure that our clients are specifically satisfied with the solutions. Rather than them investing tons of it, we give them a creative, innovative solution which helps them achieve their tasks, their solutions, as well as we are also satisfied, saying that okay, fine, our client is satisfied. It is helping them achieve their particular problem. It is targeting that. Not the focus is not basically on charge lots of tons and thousands of dollars, because organizations are usually scared. I think most of you must have been through that, right? Organizations are usually scared in digitizing and automating the processes because they always go, like, okay, fine, if we do this, you know what, we will have to invest a lot in this particular process just to automate it and digitize it. Even when you get different vendors and everyone, when you have whole meetings with them, right? You get to see, okay, fine, they usually talk about themselves, what they actually are. We are do something little bit different. We want to stand out and do something things differently, right? So when we go, we first ask the clients, okay, what is it that you're trying to solve? What is your pain key area? What kind of solution are you looking for? Do you want on cloud? Do you want to view the details anywhere on the go? What is it? What tools do you currently have? Which platform do you currently use? So can we achieve what you are asking using the tools that you currently have? So these are the kind of questions that we ask initially first. Then we take them through what we are. So, having that change in the mindset of people is very much important these days because we want to remove that scary part from everyone's mind. People are scared in automating, digitizing the processes because of the budget constraints, right? And the cost constraints involved. We want to remove that part because nowadays technology has increased and it has gone beyond like from what we actually thought about. Earlier programmers used to create softwares and applications right from scratch. They had to write tons and thousands of lines of code just to achieve one particular form, something like that. Nowadays, anyone can be a programmer. Anyone can create applications and softwares using the latest technologies and the latest tools. You can also do that easily. For example, if you take up the example of Microsoft Power Apps, if you just have a simple SharePoint list and you want to automate that, you want to share, you want to put it in as a form and share it with others, and let others input the details right from the phone. If you have a SharePoint list, you just have to click on integrate with Power App and you're set to go. It will automatically create that form for you. It will automatically create that add, edit, delete, update. All the speeches will automatically be created for you without writing a single line of code. How amazing is that? Pretty cool, right? So this way, you can easily automate your processes and tasks just by click of a button. Most of the people already use SharePoint, but they don't know that you can easily integrate it on using Power App, which comes with Office 365 package platform itself. So these are the small things that we are trying to raise awareness about, so that people can easily automate their processes. Yeah, so that leads us to this providing smart and innovative solutions so that the empowerment, so that it will be in your hands rather than going back and forth with IT. Can you please add this particular field? Can you add this column? Can you please remove this? There's a spelling mistake in this particular text. Instead of going back and forth, the control can remain in your hands itself, right? Because it is very much user friendly now and you don't have to write a single line of code. So it is pretty amazing. I think there is someone in the chat box. Okay, nothing is there. Great. Anyone over here has explored that area about Power Apps, how you can use it? No one? Okay, great. All right. So our main mission over here is to make sure that we provide the best solution, best quality, and the best price. Because our aim is customer satisfaction. Your problem, your pain key area needs to be solved. The solution needs to be provided in a high quality manner. It should be creative, innovative, and yes, it should be very simple. It should not be like high funda tools that needs to be used. Yes, in some cases, obviously, yes, you have to use. You have to create something from scratch. But 98% of the cases that we have seen right now, there's no need to create anything right from the scratch. The modern application, the modern tools that we have, you can easily do click, 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 click here and there, and your solution is ready. Great. And our main vision is to be the partner of choice. The minute you think about, okay, fine, you want to digitize something, you want to automate something, you want to analyze some data, iDigitize should come into your mind because we are here to help you cater that. We are here to guide you, to brainstorm with you, to generate ideas for you. Yeah, so these are the couple of services that we are providing. Okay, so we provide a data analysis and visualization services, we provide MIS services, we set up the data architecture for you because data is very much important right now. Correct? If you have heard about it, 2.5 quintillions of data is being generated every day. Every day, quintillions. Which is like 2.5 followed by 6 zeros. It is amazing, right? 2.5 quintillions of data has been generated every day. And most of it has been generated in the past 3 years. In the past 3 years. So that this contains our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube, our posts, our photos, videos, everything. Right? Data is not just text and numbers, right? It includes photos, videos, all of that stuff as well. So it is amazing. So it's become very important that the companies, when they are making decisions, the decisions are made on the facts and the figures. There's something to back up, right? And so data analysis, it is really trending right now in the market. So everyone is looking at, okay, fine, we have so much of data. We have so much of data from the warehouse. We have so much of data in HR. We have so much of data in accounts and finance. Everywhere there is data. But how do you consolidate that? What are you trying to find from it? What kind of insights can you derive from this data? Right? So we help you take care of that so that it gives you real-time insights, which you can access from anywhere. You can access it from your home, from your mobile, from any tablet, anywhere, any browser. So that is amazing. And that is also done using one of the Office 365 tool, which is Power BI. So it comes along, the tool already comes along with the Office 365 platform. What you have to do, we just help you develop it, to create it, and then we also train you for it. So you don't have, so the cost for it drastically reduces because the tool is already available. We're not developing the tool. We're just using the tool to develop the insights and the reports for you. So that is amazing. Next part is obviously the process improvement, which will help you to streamline the processes, the workflows, so that, the manual tasks that you're doing, right, that gets reduced. So people usually think, if we do that, what will happen to our manpower? Right? No, my employees, what will happen to them? And because I also experienced that, when I was actually working, whenever any vendor or someone used to come, okay, so now we have someone who's coming up to bring in change improvement, who's going to change our processes, to automate our processes, we're like, so what will we do? What are we going to do? That kind of things comes to your mind, right? We are all humans. It obviously comes, right? But, once I started exploring and learning about all these things, right, it really opened up my mind. It's not that digitization or automation will lead to dehumanization. No, that is not the case, because no one can replace human. No one can replace, nothing, no system, no processes, no robots can replace a human, because they cannot think like us. They don't have feelings like us, right? Whatever automation is being done, that is also being programmed by a human itself, right? By humans, by us only. So we tell them do A, B, C, D, and after that, send a notification. After that, do this. We give them step-by-step instructions, right? So they will do only that much part. So what we usually tell people is that when you try to automate the processes, okay, when you do that, let the computer perform the manual task of copy pasting here and there, open Excel, do this, do that, download this thing. Let them do all of that, and let your employees do something that no one else can do, which is use their mind for creativity and innovation. Let them think about that. Let them do that. If you give them time to think about what other things you can do, how can you achieve this, what else can you bring into the business, they will focus and they will get time to think about it, and they will definitely they'll bring in ideas. Right now, they're not getting that time at workplace, right? They're so busy performing the routine task itself that there is no time for them to be creative and innovative. So let the computer do the mundane routine task and let your employees use their brain and use their mind to do other tasks, to perform maybe good customer service, right? They can focus on that. They can provide that human touch in providing better customer service because they have emotions. Humans have emotions, right? They can use that. So there are a lot of things they can use. So no, digitization and automation will definitely not lead to dehumanization. Rather, your employees can focus in other areas and they can use that time to be more creative and innovative rather than just sitting and doing copy paste here and there, do this, do that, move this file from here and there. So that's how the time can easily be utilized. Right? Make sense?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So then we also do some development as well, like software development, and we provide trainings in the Microsoft Power BI, Power Apps. Now, how does data analysis and visualization can help? All right. So you see now, before I move on to this, let me explain to you about one recent thing that happened. So one of the client approached us saying that they want to develop a warehouse management system. Okay, currently what they are doing is everything is manual with them. Okay, whatever is coming into the warehouse, whatever is going out, all of that is recorded manually for them. And they want to like automate it, but obviously they have the budget constraints as well. So the approach is saying that we have heard that you're providing low cost effective solution and all of this stuff. So, we want to explore what can you do for us, and you won't believe it. We implemented the solution for them last week at 80% less cost than the market rate. 80% less cost than the market rate. With the scanner, everything going scan in, scan out, entire warehouse management system, including the reports, real-time reports in Power BI, which will show them what is the current status of the stock, what is available to promise stock, how much are we going to deliver to them, how much sales orders are coming in, all of that tracking, with the tracking and including the warehouse system, everything at 80% less cost than the market rate, without affecting the quality. How were we able to do that? They did not have to pay for the tool. They just had to pay us for the development cost, because the tool was already there in their Office 365 platform. We did the entire thing using Power App. We use Power App to implement the entire solution. Power App has this option wherein you can, it has a scanning option as well. So, but it did not have the generating of the barcode option, but we were able to achieve that with a little bit of programming. So now they can use it to even scan the barcodes. If the barcode is not there, to generate a new barcode, all of that thing using just a tool which is already available. Pretty awesome, right? And the reporting, real-time report also, they did not have to pay us for the tool. We did not develop the tool. We use Power BI, which is also there along with the Office 365 platform. And it's easily giving them real-time updates and reports. They have put up a nice TV in the warehouse, and everyone can see, okay, fine, how much is pending to be packed, how much of the sales we have orders are pending. All of that they can easily see in the warehouse. And we have put it up in a nice way so that even the warehouse staff who is packing and everything, they can look at it and they can understand what is it. Pretty simple, right? So, simple tools, simple things you can easily do to automate and digitize the processes. You don't have to go for high funda options. And the quality is not affected at all. We have tested it, we have implemented it, they are happy with it. What else do you want? Right? Client is happy, we are happy.
Yes, I just have a small things to ask here. So basically, you're telling the app which helps to the warehouse, the logistic part, supply chain and the warehouse. So it helps to maintain the system basically from the scanning part to the dispatching part, right?
Correct.
So actually I didn't get actually how it's got connected to the system.
You can easily connect. You see, you can easily connect it to any server or any third-party system as well. It has the connectors which are available.
Okay.
So you can integrate it with any other system. And this is just one module, this is a warehouse management system. Next one we're working on with them is to have in the accounts and all of that things also involved in it. So everything, and even if you just want one part of it and you have an existing system, you can easily integrate it. So integration is not an issue. There are lots of connectors available, and even if there is no connector available, an ODBC connector can easily be used to connect it to any third party.
Any third party.
Yes. So it's very much flexible.
Because like various warehouse and the various like logistic, they have their own ERPs they are working through. So everyone has their own system depending on the what warehouse, what products, what SKUs they are holding on. So regarding that, they are making. So like smart innovation solution also is like, I can see it's a 3PL. We can also also is a part that we can connect through them as a system for all the process of the logistic and warehouse, right?
Correct. It can even connect to SAP. It can connect to any part of it. Any SQL server, Azure server, it can connect to anything.
Okay.
Existing, you can even connect it to Zoho. Any third-party application that you have, you'll be able to connect it to.
Okay. Okay, sure. Thank you.
No worries. That's great. All right. So coming to one of the data analysis and visualization part of it. So, data analysis and visualization forms is very core part of the decision making, right? Because now the time has gone when people make decision based upon the gut feeling, right? People need some data, some facts and figures so that they can make a particular decision. We have recently automated entire financial statements, profit and loss account, balance sheet, trial balance, cash flow statement, all of that we have automated for a particular company recently, and they have stopped printing it. Earlier, they used to print like this by a big book of an entire statement, and they used to pass it on to the different department heads and all of that. So the entire printing of it is gone. It's all automated. They can view it from anywhere. While they're sitting at home, they can view it, and it will show them the insights as well. Not only that, it is automated. All the figures are being displayed. It will show them the insights. They can drill down, they can drill through, they'll be able to find root cause, they can do root cause analysis as well. For sales, they can do root cause analysis. Why have the sale increased or decreased? Has it increased? If it has increased, let's go and check by a particular country, by a particular city. Let's go and see by a particular area, a particular SKU, a particular material. Easily that can be done by click, 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 and they can easily see what is happening. So it gives them a very broad perspective as to what is taking place, even with regards to like any, for let's take example of a profit and loss account. Why has my payroll cost increased? Why has my OPEX increased? Why has this particular element increased? Right? So that can easily be done. Correct? Same thing with supply chain and logistics as well. See, now people usually ask, especially for HR departments, they ask, how will this help us? Right? They usually ask, how is this going to help us? Yes, we have data, a lot of data regarding our candidates. We have recruitment data. We have people who have been rejected. We have people who are on hold. We have people who have been selected as well. How can this data help us? What can we get from it? It can do a lot. We have done this for a couple of our HR clients as well. How can this help you? Let me give you an example. Have you guys heard about the 9-box matrix? Any HR people here who have heard about 9-box matrix? No? Okay, great. 9-box matrix is basically, it checks the performance and the potential of a particular employee, and it will place an employee in a particular box to see where they lie in. Okay, whether the performance is high and the potential is high, or performance is high and potential is low. Depending upon that, the training plan is then prepared for them. That's how usually the L&D companies are taking care of. But L&D departments are checking how to train their employees and how to develop them, development plans and everything is prepared accordingly. So the entire 9-box matrix module, we have automated it using Power App and Power BI. So automatically, for some companies, they want it every 6 months. Sometimes they want it once in a year. So a notification will go to the respective managers. A set of questionnaires prepared and sent to them. Managers will answer the questions, and as and when they click on submit, real time, as and when they click on submit, automatically the details will appear on the 9-box matrix. The employee will automatically be placed into the respective box. So the HR department, they can easily see, okay, so this person has high potential, but the performance is okay, so at a medium level. So what can we do to improve? Because a person has high potential, we need to develop the training plan accordingly for them, you know. So they can easily see and then perform that analysis. Second analysis, we have done this for an airline industry wherein they were able to see the hit rate of it. That is, they can see, okay, from which country should we do the recruitment campaign? Which city should we do? If we get X number of people, what will be the return that we will get on the return we will get on the number of selected candidates? So should we invest over here or should we invest in this city in this particular area? It really helps them make that decision and reduce cost. All right, and the next thing, one more thing that we had done is the time to hire. Time to hire, how much time are we taking to hire a particular candidate? Entire checklist is created, which department, whether the visa processing is done or not, whether the contract has been accepted by the person or not. All of that has been digitized and automated. And the report has been prepared for it. So if the person has not sent the contract to the candidate, then the automatic reminder notification goes to them. Okay, please send the contract. You know, and if the candidate has not signed the contract, reminder goes to them. Please sign the contract. Automatically, these reminders are going depending upon the criteria which is set. So no, you don't have to like go and see, okay, fine, you know, oh, I forgot to do this. I had 10 candidates in the pipeline. I think I forgot to send the contract to this person. I forgot to do this. System will take care of it automatically and it will send reminders. And it will remind you and it will remind the candidate also. How beautiful is that, right? Give your mind a little rest. Let the computer think for you, right? Use your mind for other areas. Let it think creatively. Let it think innovatively. Use your mind in those areas, right? The Outlook calendar reminders also will a little bit reduce because the system will do the reminders and the alerts for you. Okay, so that's and the contracts also we have digitized and we have automated that. No, yes, obviously you need at least one legal contract, bounded contract, which needs to be there. But initially, yes, just to email the generation of the contract, you don't have to type anything. The system will automatically generate the contract. You press on send, it will send it as an attachment to the person. Great. Recently, we're also working on the generation of the letters. In HR, there are a lot of letters being generated, right? People keep on requesting for the letters. I need a letter for this embassy here and there. I want to travel. I want insurance letter, all of that stuff also. That also we have automated. We have digitized it, basically. How is the next question, right? How have the letters been automated and digitized, right? You have the details in the system already about the staff, right? Details are already there. In the staff name, designation, location, what kind of letter they are requesting for, obviously that they will select. You already have a template, definitely. Every company has a template for the letter already prepared. Yes, you must be creating mail merge and then creating the letter, right? Why do that? Why not just click on when a person, why even involve HR to get that letter for you? Why not have a simple portal for each staff can have? Just go select the letter that you want, say insurance letter, right? Medical insurance letter that you need. Just select that, get the letter automatically generated for you. You have it in front of you. Most of the banks and most of the places are already accepting digital letters. Correct? Easily take it, save it, and send it to them. If you want a printout, then obviously you need it on the letterhead. But most of the time, it's only just save it, send it to the bank, send it to the embassy. Embassies also they're now requesting it to be attached. They have a platform, a portal already there. You just have to click on attachment and attach it. right? So generate the letter on the letterhead automatically. Let them use it. It is their right to use it, right? They have fixed number of letters that a staff can generate. Go ahead. So HR, time, effort, everything reduces. Amazing. And simple platform, simple tools you already have. You just need someone to develop it for you. That's it. Similarly, for the process improvement as well, you can go for paperless process improvement. No need to print any papers. For now, Sheikh Mohammed has recently come up with not recently, a couple of months back, come up with the campaign, right? All the government companies to stop printing papers. What about private companies? What are we doing? Why don't we also go jump that boat and say that, okay, have a target set, by XYZ month, we will also not print papers. Let's digitize all our processes. Banks are digitized, and banks have so much of legal documents and legal things that they deal with, right? If they can go digital, why not as private companies in our areas? We can also think about that, right? That's how we are also helping the clients and our private companies to go digital, to improve their processes as well. It's not just about digital. When you say about digitization or something, it's not that, okay, fine, this is the paper that we have, make it digitized. No. Why? First of all, we ask them, do you need this paper? Why do you need this paper? Is it necessary? Instead of this, is it possible to do this? Brainstorming, idea generation. That's when all these things comes into the picture. When you think about improving anything or digitizing anything, it's not just the current process or the current items that you're digitizing or automating. It leads to questions. Why are we doing this? No, because our seniors have always been doing this. For the past 10 years, our company has been doing this. Right? You always get that, right? Especially when you join a new company and you ask these questions, right? We have been doing this for the past 5 years, or for the past 3 years. You always get that question, correct? Yes. So you need to know if you have a solution in place that you can do this without increasing the cost of the company. What will be the return of their investment, even if they're investing a small amount? That will be great. You just need, for that, you need to know, does the company have these tools? Are we capable to do this? What other solutions can we give them? Can we use what we have, or do we need to use something else? If we need to use something else, what is the cost? If we invest in it, how is it going to, what will be the return on investment? And how soon can we get the return on investment? Right? So all this type of questions then comes into the mind. Obviously, then robotic process automation also comes into the picture. And yes, I think we are running out of time as well now, right? Okay.
It's okay. You can take 5-10 minutes now, please. It's an interesting topic.
Oh, that's great. I thought, I'm not boring anyone. That is really great. I hope it has opened up everyone's mind, like, okay, but there are a lot of stuff that we can do without investing thousands and dollars in it, right? And yes, if you need trainings, we also provide free trainings and free bite-sized trainings for Power App, Power BI, and Power Automate as well, which can help you to do stuff in your companies in a much better and effective and efficient manner. Right? So yeah, I think that's about it from our side for now. Any questions from you guys? I think I've spoken a lot.
Awesome. So amazing insights, I would say. There are so many things we need to think of, as you were saying, think out of the box and see around what all is available already, rather than investing too much. The examples you shared were amazing. And I was thinking, in my previous organization, we had implemented Oracle, and we did this letters automated. There was too much of time available for others to do something else, which is more productive, which needs more human intervention. And we were also looking at automation of process, applying visas and labor cards, which is same process every day. Oh, it was amazing experience actually. And as you were saying, people are having that question, will we lose our job? Will we be, not anymore required? But yeah, that's not the outcome which any organization would look at. It is just to make the work easy and to let human do something more productive rather than doing that same data entry job
Correct.
every day. So I also like the way you have put, like, how Power BI and how other apps which are already available within Microsoft are helping so much. Though I'm not too much into it. We had a BI separate department who used to take care of all this. So yeah, it's an amazing learning. My question is, so since you were saying that, letters automation and warehouse management system and so on, is there, because someone asked me this question few days back, I thought, okay, let me ask you this question. So she's an executive assistant and she has more than 10,000 contacts to manage. So is there any tool that can help in that?
Yes, that is definitely there. We can easily do that. As basically managing the customer information, right?
So she's executive assistant of the director. So it is director's contacts.
Okay. And okay. So just to maintain the database for it, right? And how?
Yes. So how to scan those contacts and how to make it available when required. Otherwise, to scan and then search for each one becomes very hectic. So she was asking me, do you know anything about this? I said, not. Yeah. So
that can easily be done using, we can do this using SharePoint as well. You can Power Apps as well. And you can create a nice platform for it, actually.
Okay. Then I can ask her to connect with you probably.
Yeah, that will be great, because the more I get to know about what exactly she wants and what she's going to do with that particular data and information. Is it just for presenting, or is it just for searching and getting the contact number, or is it also for recording what conversation she has had with them? To set up reminders and all of that, we can easily create a nice tool for her.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Then I'll ask her.
Like a customer management system. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be great. A question from my side. When you were saying, that a journey of employee for, I would say, the L&D and the personal development, where you said you had developed something and there are some questions that manager has to answer, and then 9 box, it appears into the 9 box. So my question is there a possibility that the manager has submitted something and does it go to employee?
It depends upon the requirement. Right now, the requirements that we have had, when they have submitted, it does not go to the employee. The employee can see at the end of the performance review how that trend looks like per 6 months or per year, how that looks like. That view they can see. I can share the 9 box metrics. I think I have it. Just a screenshot. I think I have.
Okay. So my question is there a possibility to again work on, say, for example, if manager has submitted something and in case if employee does not agree, is there a possibility to again push it back and change it?
Yes, the edit option. Yes.
Okay. That's great.
Let me share my screen.
Yeah. So I was thinking from performance appraisal perspective. HR, right? So.
Okay. Yes. So let me quickly take you through. Yes, this is the talent development tool that we had created, 9 box metrics.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's all using Power BI and Power App. You can search by the employee name, division, grade, and as and when everything is submitted, the employee detail names will automatically appear in the respective boxes.
Okay. And my question is how effective it is when it's a small organization or it's a big organization. Do you see any difference there?
No, no different. It's just a tool. It's a software. They use it on large scale or small scale. It does not matter.
Okay.
It is because it is very scalable cloud-based solution.
Okay, great. So yeah, that's from my side. Thank you very much for clarifying, Mumtaz.
That's great. Thank you so much. I can see in the chat box, Anvi
Yes.
asked one question, right? You have Zoho Books for Finance and CRM. Can the Power App or Power BI integrate with Zoho? Anvi? Is he available? Okay. So Power BI, yes, it can easily connect.
Great. Thank you for answering.
Connector to connect it.
So Anveen Rihal, if you have any further question, you can unmute and ask. Meanwhile, Mahesh has raised his hand. Mahesh, go ahead, please.
Yes. Hi, Mumtaz. Mumtaz, while you're sharing the points, I heard that you have helped one of the logistic and warehouse company that you when you apply the systems, then it helps the 80% reduce the cost. So see, the cost for us is the one of the big word for us. We speak in our communication more than 500 in a day, 500 times. So what exactly changes happens, I want to know, like which corners is touched when you implemented your system into there. So what are the exact changes happens that helps them to reduce that 80% cost? So if I know that I can speak to also my boss or something, I can also recommend someone if someone is speaking about the cost, because we sat with Oracle, we sat with My Micros, then also there are many ERPs we have sat with, but what we found is the easiest way only we find it to do, but the cost was not that of a big difference we found it. So that's why I want to know like what exactly changes happen, so it will clear my mind as well.
Sure. So we provided them with the solution that we provided to them was at 80% less cost than the market rate. So they don't have to pay us like how they're paying with other vendors, right? So our cost, because why do they have to pay us at 80% less cost than the market rate? Is because they just paid us for the development. The tool we use is the Power App and Power BI. So those tools are already there in Microsoft Office 365. So they just pay us for the development, and obviously the process actually got improved because earlier what they were doing is they were recording everything manually. How much came in, how much went out, where is it, which rack is it stored, everything is manual. And they didn't have a clear picture about any reporting perspective as well as to what is happening with the stock and the delivery and things like that. So we gave them Power BI reporting solution, and usually companies charge a lot for maintenance as well, right? So what we did is we reduced that cost. We actually gave like a couple of months of maintenance for free, but because we know the maintenance for this particular platform will hardly come unless and until there is a change. Also, any change within the scope, obviously we will not charge them anything. That is our thing, because our main motive is to help, not to like pull out cash from the companies. Our main aim is to help the companies so that it helps the staff as well. Because if we give you a good system, it will help the humans working there as well, right? The workers who are working there, the store managers, the store workers, all of them, it's going to help and make the life easy. So main motive is that. So when we implemented it, the store people as well, they were like, okay, fine, do teep, just scan in, out, everything, halas done. And on the big screen, they can see, okay, what is in, what is out. Manager comes in the morning, they see, okay, fine, today this much is left to pack for this particular customer. So what is the plan? So it gives them a nice overview, gives them a nice plan as to how to move ahead for the day, especially during month end. I think you will know that better,
the
right?
Inventory, yes. The inventory part.
Yes,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, because why? Because the less click we do on the systems is help us more, because the time management also work at the same time. And also the Sushma asked you earlier how it works on the same scale, like a small scale or big scale, because we had 30,000 square feet warehouse, we have around 2,200 SKUs in a day, and we shuffles around 2,000 SKUs in a day. So it's still going to be very smoother. Like how you recommend?
It will be very smooth because it is cloud-based platform. We have implemented this for a logistical supply chain company in Dubai Commerce City, and we have done this for a healthcare sector as well. So we have done this on a big scale, actually.
Okay, so that was the mind. Now I'm clear. So Power BI and Power App.
Power BI and Power App. Yes.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, great. We have Anveen Rihal who has raised his hand. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, Ms. Mumtaz.
Hi, good afternoon, Anveen.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I work for a bakery manufacturing company where they are into breads and all, and they have in GCC, like in Dubai, and they do export outside. So at the moment, the company runs with the CRM software and Zoho for finance. For the HR, they don't have any software yet, and it's all manual into Excel.
Okay.
So right now the company has hired a third party from India also to do all the HR work, like consultation and everything. So right now also the KRs, the KPIs, the performance appraisals are all manual Excel generated, which is a lot of work.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
It will be a lot of manual.
Yes. So after having the CRM and Zoho, also the finance and the inventory people also, they also do a lot of Excel. So, it's quite a lot of work. So for the company, like I have proposed them for the digitalization solutions and to create softwares for them, customized software for the company, how they want it. Because it's a private company.
Okay.
It's a small private company.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to connect, like how is it possible, like you guys provided training for the Power KBI and the Power BI so that we can do it ourselves, or we need to have it from you developed?
It's up to you. We can do it for you as well, and we can train you as well. So we basically kind of what packages that we offer usually is both. So sometimes companies say like you do it initially for us, and at the same time you provide us training so that after that we will take it forward. And some companies say that okay, fine, we only want training and then our staff will do it. We actually have a couple of trainings scheduled this month on 8th and 9th and 22nd and 23rd. 2 days training is for the basic level 1 training. So we have divided the Power BI training into 3 segments: fundamentals, intermediate, and advanced. And we don't even not only teach you Power BI, we also teach you basics about data analysis as well. How are you going to analyze the data? How are you going to create your insights? How do you tell the story? And what kind of visualizations you need to use. So all of that gets taken care of.
Okay, ma'am. So how can I connect with you for the training?
Yes, I will send, I'll just post my contact details here in the chat box. You can send us an email also, info@idigitizeglobal.com. So info@idigitizeglobal.com is the email address. And you can also contact me on this number, 5191046. That is 050-519-9046. We also have clients who are abroad as well. So it's very easy because it's all cloud-based solutions, right? So it's very easy to implement whatever solutions we are providing for abroad as well.
So as you said, it's an iCloud based. So sometimes, the servers are sometimes very slow or there's no connectivity. So will this affect the software or the system?
No, this is a Microsoft server, Microsoft Cloud, right?
Okay. So I'm sure it can be connected with the domain over here, like the communication over here to start them out.
Yes, that'll be great. That'll be great. You can just send us an email.
Okay, sure. I'll connect with you soon.
That's great. Thank you so much. Speak to you soon.
Sure.
Thank you, Rihal, for asking your question, and thank you, Mumtaz, for responding to it. We have Giriji who has raised his hand. Giriji, please go ahead.
Yes, hi, Giri.
He has unmuted himself, but we cannot hear you, Giriji. Probably some issue with the audio.
Maybe you can type your question in the chat box.
You can type your question in the chat box. Okay, meanwhile, I wanted to hand over this virtual bouquet to you for doing this session. And thank you for being here. You have shared amazing insights today. It was a wonderful learning for many of us, I'm sure. And I'm sure that also that we'll connect with you to have more clarity or more information on the areas within our professional life. So
Great, definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm here to support and guide. You can feel free to contact me on LinkedIn. I think Sushma has shared the LinkedIn ID also on in the chat box. And you have my contact number and you have the email address as well. Just let me know and we can just arrange a quick call.
Sure. And another thank you for our great audience as well who have been here with us for every session. Thank you once again. Thank you, everyone. And Giriji, I'm not sure if you are able to talk now. My audio is not supportive. Okay, competitive price I need for my company. Oh, that's really nice. Already had the quote. Okay.
Yeah, already had a quote. Okay, that's great. I think Giri, we can connect to see your requirement, what exactly you're looking for, and then I can get back to you on that. Because I suppose to understand what you're looking for. You're looking for any development, or you're looking for any training, looking for any analysis. What exactly is it that you're looking for? Great. Thank you, Giri. Yes.
Yeah, he said sure.
Yes. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Great. So one last time, if anyone has any question, any queries, you can definitely ask right now, or you can connect with Mumtaz later as well. She has already shared her email ID and I have shared her LinkedIn profile. So please go ahead and connect to get more response and easy access for whatever we are looking at. So thank you once again. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Mumtaz, do you want to say something?
Yes, that's great. Thank you so much, everyone. It was really nice speaking with all of you, and the audience has been really great. I have really enjoyed it as well. And this is actually my passion. I love sharing this kind of knowledge and experiences and providing solutions. So even if you're looking for any suggestions that you want to push forward in your organization, you are looking for any creative way, any idea generation techniques you need or something like that, feel free to connect with me. I will definitely help and guide you.
Awesome. Thank you. And yes, we can see thank you and great session in the chat box as well. So thank you, Mumtaz.
Thank you, Mumtaz.
Yes.
Thanks,
and thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes. Girish ji says, no doubt it's your ikigai. Yes, we can see that passion when you are talking about it. Awesome. Great. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you, everyone.